So we got this boondocking spot last night right off the interstate. We're like literally less than a kilometer from the interstate right now. And we got woke up this morning by these loud neighbors. Do you guys mind keeping it down just a bit? Just down just a bit, because we're trying to sleep. Anyway, we gotta really hit the road because we ran out of propane last night while we were driving, and then we spent a couple hours just trying to find a propane fill-up station. Drove another 100 kilometers, couldn't find anything. We still got 4 hours to get to Austin, and we have to get there for today. So hopefully we can find propane, water dump, everything, YMCA, the lot on the way in. And I'm trying to also pick up a new card for our Wi-Fi extender so that it works properly. Okay, we've now driven about 500 or 600 kilometers, and we've tried every gas station between here and there and haven't found a single place to fill propane. I've gone to, like, I don't know, must be about 40 or 50 gas stations now. Haven't found propane. This is driving me crazy.
So we finally gave up on finding propane and got some gas at this gas station here, but I went in, and while I was paying, I asked them if they knew anywhere, and the girl working in an RV park down the street, and that they do propane fill up there, so we're gonna go try there and see if we have luck there.
We stopped at this RV park, met Sam, who's like a big fan of a lot of van dwellers. Everybody's naming off all the names of the people we watch too, so it was kind of cool to meet somebody who's watching all the videos. Hadn't heard of us though. That's okay.
But we
not
got
famous
propane.
enough. But we got propane, and I feel so much better now. Shelby's been cleaning.
I figured while we have unlimited access to water, I should do some dishes, clean the sink, clean the bathroom, clean everything. We're having a friend come stay with us for a few days, and we don't want her to be totally shocked at how disgusting we live.
It'll be really interesting to see how somebody adapts to van life, like in full swing.
It took me like a few months to get used to it, so we'll see how it goes. But I guess if you view it as a camping trip and not as your life,
it's a bit different.
Yeah.
Alright, we finally made it to Austin. We got a few hours to spare, so we stopped by the Y just now and got a little shower. Also on the way in, we kind of noticed the noise that started when we had all the catalytic converter back up, and that it started then, and it's been getting worse and worse and worse. We now know, after a little bit of research, that it's actually the air pump. Now the job of the air pump is basically to pump extra air either at the exhaust manifold or down at the catalytic converter. So what happened was, after the catalytic converter clogged up, there's that valve down there at the catalytic converter where the air pump runs to, and all the exhaust was being pumped up there. Now normally there's a little valve that stops any exhaust fumes from getting up into the pump and wreaking havoc, because the pump is quite delicate, especially to any kind of soot or oil or anything like that. So when that catalytic converter clogged up, it jammed all the exhaust up that pipe, broke that valve, I have to assume, and just gunked up our entire air pump. So it's not a super critical system. I mean, its job is to help a little bit with emissions and help burn off some of the extra stuff that comes out the exhaust pipe. So for now, I'm just going to disconnect the belt from it and see what that does. I've only got a few minutes though, so I'm gonna try and do it quickly. This is my toolbox. It's one of the only things left over from the van, the previous van. This was in the fire. Most of the tools actually come from Shelby's dad. He bought me a bunch that Christmas after I lost everything in the fire. But I kept the toolbox, not out of practicality, but mostly out of just nostalgia. I've had this toolbox since I was a kid, but seen better days for sure. Alright, the belt is off. Okay, so there is the pump. Saws. You can hear it. I don't know if you can hear that. Be quiet. So there's the bearings definitely are not in good shape in there. And the pump itself might not be in great shape either, judging by the kind of stress we've put it through in the last little bit. So we're gonna have to figure that out eventually, because to pass any kind of environmental smog test or whatever, I need that operational. But for now, it's secondary, not very important. You look good.
You're only saying that because I just showered.
Yeah, you look good. So clean.
You only like me when I'm clean.
So I removed the belt from the air pump.
Yeah.
The downside is it might clog up our catalytic converter quicker.
Oh good, which we just fixed.
Which we just fixed. The upside is we won't be doing it forever anyways, because we just need to give it a test drive and see if that fixes the issue.
Okay.
If we have like a considerable change in performance, then I'll leave it off.
But
But
then
most
it will
likely,
clog up our catalytic converter.
yeah, most likely all it is it's like just the noise, in which case I'll probably just put it back on and let it get noisier and noisier until we can fix it. But I think we'll be able to fix it at your dad's place.
Yeah, we only have like 5 days until we'll be with my parents, and we'll have...
Yeah, so I'll just drive it around for today without the pump on, and then I'll put the cable back on. It doesn't...
But what happens if it clogs up our catalytic converter?
Well, that's only if you drive it for a long period of
Okay.
time with that. Like, I mean, I'm talking months, years.
Okay. I was like, I really don't want to pay to get that fixed again.
Yeah, no, I'd rather not either. But the one we got put in was one of those no-name, like, universal ones, and they're not very good anyways. But there's a chance we don't even have to pass emissions when we get back. I have to do my research. But, like, older vehicles in Ontario don't have to often, so...
Did we do it last time?
It was already passed, but I think it's once it's older than 25 years, which is soon, you know? I just
Well,
gotta double check that.
I am 23.
Yeah, but I think it's still good for another 4 years.
Okay. Yeah. So 2 more years and it'll be 25, just like me. What did you do to this thing, champ?
Box store chain. Gotta get his exercise in quick. Got places to go. Alright, the air pump bypass little system thing I did seems to have cleared up all the issues, so I definitely know my air pump is broken, and that valve is most likely also broken then. So we're probably going to have to look at that pretty soon. I'm going to either put the belt back on and just run the pump and hope it gives a little bit of pressure, enough to not destroy my catalytic converter right away. But you know, that's something I'm going to have to look at parts prices, and at least it's something I can do on my own. We found a Starbucks here. We're uploading and editing a little bit, trying to get tomorrow's episode up. Like, I'm right down to the wire. I haven't had any time to edit, so I'm editing and uploading the episode that you're watching every day, just the night before. So like, it's not ideal, but I have a lot of episodes to edit. I just haven't had time because I've been driving so much. So hopefully in the next few days I'll be able to clear that up, but I might miss a day or two. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to make a really quick dinner here because we're going to go see Deadpool, and I'll give you my review on Deadpool afterwards. And then we're going to go pick up Ashley from the airport. It's just a jam-packed day.
Ain't got no home, got love. Ain't got no sweater. Ain't got no home. Ain't got no father. Ain't got no home. Ain't got no God. Ain't got no home. Ain't got no country. Ain't got
First of all, Ashley,
Hi.
welcome to the hashtag van life. It's all going to be national parks and beautiful things. I guarantee you we're totally not in a Walmart parking lot for the night. Secondly,
Never.
can you please explain what happened to my craft dinner that you're supposed to bring back from Ottawa?
So I brought you 2 boxes of craft dinner, and the lady told me that I wasn't allowed to bring it into the United States, and I told her that there were no vegetables and no dairy in the box. And
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. And she took it and said, too bad. And she said I could leave with it if I wanted to, but it wasn't coming.
Did she take it? Oh, wait, so did she take it in Ontario?
She
or
took it
did-
in Ontario.
Oh,
She had a big
okay.
smile on her face, too. She's totally gonna eat it. Also, I brought you guys a little present.
No.
Yeah. Yeah,
No.
Linda gave it to me for free because she loves you guys.
Oh my god.
I told her all about it. And I was like, I'm going to see them, and she was so excited.
Oh my god.
Ta-da! I was gonna get 2, but I know you have no space, so I just decided on the one.
Because Simon just broke his mug the other day.
Oh no! Brandon's all mug.
Yay! Now I want pancakes.
We'll have pancakes tomorrow morning. No, we're gonna
No,
have chorizo burrito
I want
breakfast.
pancakes from Brussels.
So what are the major differences about United States and Texas that she needs to know?
Well, I can't really do that without sounding like really mean towards Americans. Like the major differences I've noticed is like people won't be polite to you.
I kept
People
saying sorry to people who were bumping into me,
Yeah,
and they
people
just
won't
kind of
say
looked
sorry.
at me, and I was like, all right, we're not doing that anymore.
When you say thank you, no one will ever say you're welcome. They just say or they like nod their head, or they like
Point their
stare
guns
at
in
you
your face.
blankly. Yeah, guns. That's not a thing that happens in Canada.
Hi, Champ. Hi.
Look, he got in a fight. Show her your wound.
Champ, who hurt you?
Look. Okay, stop.
Where's your gun, Champ? It's open
his
carry.
ear.
You just put the gun on his neck.
Let my dog run around with a handgun.
Yeah. Mark was like, are you ready for them to film you all the time? And I was like, oh god, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
And he's like, do you put makeup on today? And I was like, I don't really wear makeup. And he was like, oh, right.
It's really hard to get both of you in the same shot. Okay.
Yeah.
So-
I'm gonna give you quick tips on how to live in a van. Okay, so one thing is like only ever one person stands up and does things at a time. Secondly, we try to like not use too much power at night, so like charge things sporadically, turn off the inverter if you're not using it. The other thing is like the van is kind of like a place that's great for like eating, it's kind of good for cooking, and it's good for sleeping, and that's pretty much it. So it's good to have like
And for
plans.
Champion.
He's alright. He's got his little
antisocial
kingdom in the
right now.
corner. He's alright. He's fine. But it's good to like organize plans so that you don't have to spend like too much time in here. You know.
If you
Just
I
eat
pooped in the
eat
airport, don't worry. I was like, I should go now.
bathroom works 100%. So don't worry about using it if you have to.
Like if you have to, if you're like sick.
We've just dumping the tanks here in Texas isn't hard at all. So like there's free dumps everywhere, so I'm not too worried about it. But it's like the more you can not use it, the less time the longer we can go before we have to dump it again, which is nice. Water, like be conserving water, but make sure you're always filling up your water bottles.
Yeah, I brought
So
one.
you got one? Yeah, so fill it like every time you go into anywhere. Just always be on the lookout for
Yeah,
water.
I filled it. I was gonna dig I brought like a bigger
'Cause
one too, but
it's
I
like
didn't want to dig it
the
out.
water in the tap is fine, but it's nice to not use it because then we'd have to refill it. So it's easier to just bring a water bottle with you and fill that all the time. And don't forget to drink because you're in the south and it's hot.
Am I gonna have to do all the cooking now because of this?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Look, I can jump here.
Screw you! Screw you so much.
Father.